It's time for a recap, and we are joined on the house on the home improvement and trend-setting hotline by a guy who knows a lot about that. He is Brian Pagel with Emerald Expositions. They're the folks that put on the Kitchen Bath Industry Show. He is vice president of the Kitchen and Bath Group. Brian, welcome to the program.
Hey, Brian, how you doing?
Good. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, nice to have it. Tell us a little bit about how the show went.
Well, the show just continues to blow me away with how it's come back. Obviously the economy wasn't our friend for a number of years, but
Duh.
Yeah. Well,
breaking news.
Breaking news.
This just in.
Yeah, this just in.
But it's going well. The relationship we've struck up with the International Builder Show has just been such a natural and very organic experience. It's builders are coming, and obviously they're seeking out all the products they'd see at home builders traditionally, but the profit center is in the kitchen and bath. So they're coming over, and they really get the best of both worlds. And from our end, the remodelers and designers are exposed to things that they wouldn't have seen normally. So it's worked out well, and I guess proof's in the pudding with over 110,000 people coming to see us last week.
Brian, what's going on with $10,000 toilets and $7,000 ranges?
$10,000 pizza ovens.
Yeah, my gosh, the
high end product.
The top end of the spectrum is spilling over at both shows, Kitchen and Bath and IBS.
It really is, and you actually, I don't know if you saw the DXV digitally printed faucets by American Standard. Those are $19,000 a piece. So, the high end is most certainly there. And I think, the trend that you continue to see is obviously the high end will remain high end, but that middle high market will really borrow a lot of the design ideas and the technology as it comes to market. And over time, you'll see it become more affordable.
Now that is the first link to good reasoning that I've heard since I saw Toto's $10,000 self-cleaning toilet.
Yeah.
That is, yeah.
So say it again.
The mid-America will have its day.
Yes.
As soon as manufacturers start to find less expensive
That's
ways
right.
of putting these technologies into practical use.
En masse, as we say in French.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, because you were the trendsetter. You bought the leather-covered Polaroid camera.
I did.
And then once that camera went
I had a leather-covered VCR.
That's right.
And it was all steel.
And they were $1,000, and then you could get one for $49.
Yeah.
Brian, another aha
later.
moment. So when I was going down the escalator at the show, you were going up. You gave me the thumbs up. You said attendance was up 15%. Did we end up with an improvement in attendance this year over the previous year?
Absolutely. We ended the show, it ended up about 14% up, and so I'm going through the process of cleaning up the numbers, which is always fun when you have a database of 110,000 people. But, everything's looking great. And actually, one of the interesting things is we pre-sell for the next year's event, and as you know, we're going to Orlando in 17.
Yes.
We sold 30,000 square feet of exhibit space more than we had this year.
I'll be darned. Coming out the gate.
Yeah, so the show's already significantly larger than it was, just a week ago.
You got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
It was already enormous.
Yeah. So at the rate we're going, between the two events, we were just shy. I think we were a little over 800,000 square feet of exhibit space.
I want to remind our listeners, Brian, what this is all about, this conversation with you, and that is that for James and me to stay up with the trends, to keep up with the changes in technology, the advances, the new products, it is an absolute necessity for us to attend shows like the Kitchen and Bath Industry Show.
And the very expensive dinners that are being hosted that are free for us.
Yeah.
And the show, Le Rev, and, a dinner at the Wynn and dessert, listen, Brian, it's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it. All right.
Absolutely.
Brian Pagel, Vice President, Kitchen and Bath Group. Emerald Expositions. They put on the Kitchen Bath Industry Show. We're delighted to be a media partner.
Your show was amazing this year. I had a lot of fun, and thank you for that.
And we'll continue to share the information that we gathered at that show throughout the year with our audience, and we look forward to Orlando in 2017, Brian.
Absolutely. Well, we look forward to having you.
Thanks for joining us. Brian Pagel, KBIS, 800-737-2474. That is our number. Don't you touch that dial. More on the house straight ahead.
Call on the house now at 800-737-2474.